What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. We all know it's coming out really soon. And I'm just here to tell you guys, if you're worried about being one of the first people to buy it and you really want to play it, I wouldn't worry too much about that. If you already own a Nintendo Switch, then you probably don't need the Switch 2 right away. That's if you're not a super Nintendo fan. Now, I own every console. Let me start out by saying that I am an avid gamer. I play pretty much everything from Xbox all the way up to PS5 and Switch. And I even play old retro games too. The reason why I'm saying all that is because I'm trying to make a point here, my point exactly. This depends on what kind of gamer you are. Are you a casual gamer who only plays Nintendo? Or are you a avid gamer like myself who enjoys lots of different games? And I'm not even talking about PC. You can also include that there as well. Now, when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2, we all know there's a lot going on right now with these huge price hikes of the games and everything else going on right now. A lot of people are salty.
Well, boo fucking who?
Me included, not necessarily with the system, more so with the game prices, okay? I'm saying all this to say, when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, I will not be buying it, not because I don't have the money to buy it, but because there's no need for it right now, at least for me. I have a super huge backlog, okay, on the Switch 1, and that's not even including all the other games that I have on my other systems. That's one reason right there, and that's why I make the comparison to casual versus avid gamers. Now, when the Switch 2 comes out, there's going to be one AAA game, one first party game that's going to release day one, and that's Mario Kart World. Okay, that's it. Now, the Donkey Kong game we all know is coming out a couple months later down the road. And those are really the two games you have for the first 3 months of the cycle. Now, I don't know what they're going to be coming out with as far as the indie developers and things of that nature on the new eShop. A big portion of the games that I play personally on the Switch are indie titles. I'm a huge indie fan and I love a lot of the games that they bring to the table. Like I said, every gamer is different. And if you're somebody like me who has a shit ton of games to play, a huge backlog, you're not really sweating. You're not really worried about getting your hands on a Nintendo Switch 2 right now, because what's going to happen, guys? You're going to get the console and you're not really going to have anything to play. And me personally, I am not a huge Mario Kart fan. Now, if you are a huge Mario Kart fan, hey, that's different. But me personally, I'm not. I never really got into the Mario Kart franchise. So there's that. Also, you got to think about the prices of these games. $70, $80, $90 after tax. Some of these games are going to be close to $100. And that just doesn't justify me buying a whole Switch, a new game that's going to cost anywhere from $80 to $100, plus a new controller, which is going to be about $90. So you got to think about all of that. Even the Nintendo Switch 2, which is going to be $450, but most people online, you don't hear them factor in the tax. So after taxes, you might as well just say $500, okay? So all that money, do you think is justified for being able to play Mario Kart day one and 2 months later playing the Donkey Kong game? Me personally, I'd say no, but that's just me. I have lots of other games to play and I'm not worried about that. Now, if you're a huge Nintendo fan and you just want these games and you just want this system, then that's different. And a lot of people who are huge Nintendo fans, they're upset too with these prices. You be the judge of that, guys. I'm not here to pressure you. I'm not here to try to talk you into not buying the Switch 2. I'm just telling you my situation. I'm going to wait probably a year or so before I go ahead and make that purchase, because I want games to play. If there's not at least 3 games that I am willing to play day one on any said system, guys, I will not buy the system until then. That's just my personal rule. I don't want to buy a system, spend all that money, and then I get one game, and then I finish that game, and then I'm waiting to play more. Paying that much money up front for me doesn't justify that. So I won't do it. Everybody's different, but this is just how I roll. Now, like I said, I know Nintendo's going to be coming out with games. I know they're going to have some bangers. Okay, I definitely love my Nintendo Switch. And I'm sure after, a little bit of time goes by, they're going to start kicking out more games and more games till we get to the point where there's just so many, you end up losing track. And that's where I want to get. I want to get to the point where there's so many to choose from that now I start to get lost in the catalogs. Okay. That's including first party. That's also including the AA and indie titles as well. That's just my perspective on it, guys. Tell me how you feel in the comments. Do you agree? Are you looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2? And if you do get it, what do you plan on getting? What do you plan on playing? Is Mario Kart going to be enough until Donkey Kong? And is Donkey Kong going to be enough until the next game comes out? Thanks you guys for watching this video. And if you have not, please hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next video.